What is up, guys? You got NotTheWorst here, bringing you this week's patch notes recap video. It's 4th of July, so I'm gonna let you guys know right now, despite it being 9:17 a.m. where I live, there are people jumping around and stuff outside of my apartment place, so there are dogs barking. I'm gonna edit out what I can for it, but it's pretty nonstop as everybody's running around outside going to the beach or do whatever. So if it does pick up, which I'm hoping it doesn't, but if it does pick up and I don't catch it beforehand, I'll edit out whatever's like obnoxious, but hopefully you like dog barking because you're about to get some. Anyways, let's jump into the patch notes. I kind of said last night in the podcast that I wasn't expecting a whole bunch of changes or new events or anything. They actually did a lot of editing to the events that are currently going on. Didn't really add new events which were predicted, and then we'll look at some Pearl Shop updates as well. As far as editing events like we're talking about here, we got the Ferocious Nine Shark that appears, that boss thing at the Termian Water Park. They changed how much health he has to make him easier to kill. They got a spawn timetable, so just trying to line it up. I didn't participate in it at all myself, so I'm not sure that people were struggling with it, but according to the changes they made, it sure looks like they were. They've got a summer activity screenshot contest, which is exactly what it says it is, a summer activities screenshot contest. So screenshots of doing the events or wearing the whatever's in the Pearl Shop for that stuff. In the top 5 entries will get a 90-day value pack, and then the other 30 will get a settlement pack, which is all this goody stuff here: value pack, book of combat, blessing, 100G gold bar, and some black stones. Details on the event are over here. It's I'm not gonna go through and read the lines because it's literally exactly that. You just take screenshots of, you know, different events of what you're doing, and then you're gonna see in the Pearl Shop that there are like bikinis and stuff. So if you want to like get turned on by looking at some pixels on your computer screen, this is the way to do it. So check that event out and maybe win some free stuff. Fireworks, they said this on Twitter last night, we're gonna do it. This will probably be cool. Maybe coincide it with your screenshot thing if you're gonna do that competition there. They're telling you what times they're going to be going on for it, which I'm assuming coincides with whenever nighttime is happening. Oh no, it only looks like, yeah, a few times a day. Anyways, new rookie and returning attendance awards have been added. They said that on Twitter yesterday as well. And the chance to obtain giant manta ray and breezy conch seaweed from harpooning with Termian harpoon has tripled now. So it looks like, again, they're just changing up a few of the Termian events to make things easier. Black Spirit Adventure still going. Of course, the Loyal Attendance Awards still going. Golden Goal ended, which we knew already, and Guild Attendance Rewards have ended as well. So I expect these will get revamped for in the next, oh no, it usually takes a month. Probably be 2-3 weeks, maybe a little longer before they redo the Guild Attendance Rewards, but we'll see there. Swimmer settings have been added. This is, if you didn't know already, you can click on a button to just show your underwear for your character. They've now added this to show swimwear for it. So again, if that's your cup of tea, go right on ahead. 2 new social actions have been added: investigate and quiet. Okay, that's for the RPers there. Subtitles and audio for certain cutscenes have been fixed. Mudskippers will watch ashore on the Termian beach. Your chance to fish mudskippers is increased, and this will not affect the current chance of fishing for the king octopus that we're all crushing right now. Location gaps of invisible platform in Termian Breach has changed slightly to make it easier to step onto them. Yeah, that was actually, every time I'd run back to there, that was, I was missing that. Or sometimes I'd like open my window again and I'm like out swimming in the middle of the water when I was fishing before. Kind of weird. System message change for the shark thing. Sound your character makes, blah blah blah. Some fixes there. Game World NPC effects. They had a graphic fix for Arena of Arsha for when sunk underwater. A couple NPC fixes. You can see those here. Mounts. This didn't have anything like super relevant, except that you can store these guys here now in the inventory of a galley, and the skill UI at the stable has been revamped. Explanations for changing and deleting mount skills have been added. The servers aren't up yet, so I didn't look at this, but I didn't know that this was confusing before, but that's maybe because I'd had it explained to me. So it's possible that it is, and obviously making anything easier to understand for anyone, new or old player, does make a lot more sense. I don't mess too much with horse skilling, just buy a horse. But anyways, they revamped accuracy last week, and apparently that wasn't being implemented across the pets, the summoned creatures or summoning skills for it, the changes to accuracy. So they adjusted that so that that's supposed to be on. This was kind of a surprise-ish change that I didn't see coming. Was the damage for your Black Spirit Rage skills was increased all across the board for every single class except Witch, Wizard, and Valkyrie on their main hand one, not their Awakening one. Those ones all stayed the same. Everybody else got a damage increase pretty much across the board. Rangers is just 10 and 10. A lot of these are 10 and 10. The big ones, Tamer got 90%, Warrior got 70 and 30, 90 and 10 on Tamer. Wow, 100% on Kuno and a 10. Ninja didn't really get anything. That's because they're killing everybody in one rotation anyways. Dark Knight 50, 10, 70, and 60, 20 on Lawn. I could see that. Lawns were kind of not super powerful. Oh, Striker 70%. That great. That'll be fun. Super Armor was added to when you're using the Rage Absorption skill. That just makes sense. You'll now recover... Whoa, I didn't see that when I read through this. You'll now recover 0.15% Black Spirit Rage per second. So we increase the damage of it, and you're just going to have Black Spirit Rage like a lot. Okay. Now has a 100% chance of increasing by 0.1% per damage to your character compared to when it had a 10%. Oh, that's why. Okay, so that makes sense. When you summon any pets here, what's the damage stats for the main weapon your character has equipped will now be applied to. These are for the summoned bros and that other chart we were talking about. You'll no longer see the effects that occur when other adventurers use their Black Spirit Rage. If you hover over a white circle of the chin for adjusting the jawline and customizing. Okay, no one cares. Fix the unnatural reflection of your character in the water that appeared when swimming in the area. Here, there weren't big changes except for Valkyrie, which we'll get to in a sec. And then I think Meiwa Musa just had like one skill like button change or something. Or graphic fixes all up there. So Valkyrie swapped on Severing Light. No, not that one. This other guy, Sanctius de Ancillar, it's switched to from stun to bound now, and the attack range was increased. The motion effects for Wave of Light have been changed, and charging has been added. So if you hold the back and F key after using Wave of Light, charging will be activated, and a forward guard effect will be applied during charging. After charging, the Wave of Light that was formed will attack and pull in targets again at a 25% greater range. Okay. So Valkyrie's been trash lately, and Warrior's been a little rough. From I haven't played Warrior myself, but I do have a Valk that I play with, and it hasn't been fun. So this is good, and then this was kind of a big deal too. SP requirement of the skill Verdict Lancia has been reduced, and you can see the chart changes here. It's pretty significant reductions. I mean, we're talking 60 on 1, all the way up to a 90 reduction at 4. So this is kind of a big deal. And then the amount of SP recovered per every good hit on promptness has been increased from 35 to 70. So trying to give Valk a little more longevity in both grinding and sustain in PvP too, because it definitely needed it. The wave hits of the skill Terra Sancta have been changed to inflicted on a single localized spot. Okay, great. Graphic fixes, and then both Meiwa and Musa had this change. Controls for charge stub arrow evasion has been changed so that you can now move laterally after finishing charging for charge stub arrow. So you just directional key left or right with shift, and you'll use that to go sideways. And then CC status were not applied while mounted, because that's happening to people all the time. Same thing on Meiwa. Awkward looks. CC status effects of Obsidian Ashes will now be PvE only if the skill is used while mounted. It's very specific, but okay. And then CC status effect for Striker also. Wolf's Fang should now be applied on the first hit. Again, that's the same CC changes that they've been making week after week, and every week they keep finding ones that weren't working properly. Some mounted CC changes, graphical glitch. That's great. Item changes. This is to some new sailboat gear that's been added. You can see what they are here, so we'll check it out, I guess, when the servers come up, but the sailboat's weight limit will be increased with those. AP and equip effects for the following sailboat gear have been improved on these items here. Check those out. Stats for swimming speed increased by percentage has been added to the item descriptions for da-dum diving suit and Splat Fisher clothes. That's that shark looking thing. You can now exchange fairy wings for Sweet Honey Wine with a different NPC instead of the regular one, one that has been there. She's located on the right of Heroine, the Commonwealth Temple Chancellor. Fix the issue where ultimate yeah, nice. Ultimate eligible main weapons cannot be exchanged with the main weapon exchange coupon. And then we're going to check out the Pearl Shop after we go through the rest of these. HBO World Boss monsters will now be shared in all servers. That's super cool. Adventurers in all servers will now be fighting the same world boss. As before, participation for defeating the boss and items looting will be per server. that's pretty cool. So it's no longer like competing across other servers or trying to jump to different ones. You already couldn't go to 2 world bosses anymore because they made that change where you just couldn't jump servers during it. And now they're like, you know what, let's just have everybody killing the same boss. It does kind of concern me because then that tells me like participation to world bosses is decreased and they want to still have people make kills. And if participation for bosses is decreased, that's either because of the recent changes they made or that less people are doing it because less people are playing. Not sure. Also keep in mind it's octopus season, so there's a lot of people AFK fishing. Me. You can now change servers when a world boss monsters appeared. Okay, well, they took that right back. So obviously they decided that wasn't working and people weren't participating. I get it. New option to change vision range to be able to have a wider perspective has been added when battling the following world bosses. All those bros. Fix the issue where the aim would focus on the air around world boss often. Fix the issue where PvP restriction would continue when changing servers after defeating a world boss. Didn't know that was happening. Some quest change on some energy for an herb brewer. No one cares. Interface changes, some fixes with the UI. Information to Black Spirit recovery. Black Spirit Rage, sorry. Recovery has been added, which is what we just talked about. And then resolved issues they were talking about already. Client would crash intermittently when changing in-game settings. Didn't notice that personally. Actually, I take that back. Throughout my entire life of Black Desert Online, which is not that long, but throughout my entire Black Desert Online life, I have experienced plenty of just random client crashes, and that's whether I'm like playing on my home computer, goofing around on my laptop, or on my work computer, like just random crashes. So if they address that and think that they actually fixed all the random crashes for it, then great. Fix another more client crash when using character customization windows. We'll see. Militia members on the opposing side would appear as allies. Pets could not fetch loot items when sea monsters were defeated by ram, skill of sailboat and frigate, and navigation given by NPC, that guy, to get to an ocean liner heading to Termian. Okay, yeah, we'll see. So we covered the event one. Let's check out Pearl Shop. Obviously, it's going to be bikinis. We can see that all across the board. There you go, summer beach style. Pretty sure we know what's happening here. Summer season exclusive Bikini Beach Party Pack. Okay. Okay, so you get the Coco Summer Box. This is silly, guys. Coco Summer Box Deluxe Bikini Box, which includes, oh great, what a deal, includes all 3, guys, all 3 of the bikinis, the Envy, the Priya, and the Rovini. So that's a deal if I've ever seen one. Then you're also going to get a 30-day Merps palette and appearance change coupon. So I guess you can get as pretty as you want to get, and you got 3 bikinis to choose from, plus the Coco design right here, which, hey guys, check it out. Look at this sweet back piece. Look at the wristy bracelet thing and these shoes. Super fly, I guess. Then you can buy the bikinis individually. I'm telling you now, the people winning the that event thing, the screenshot event thing, they're buying these silly things. I'm saying silly. These are going to be everywhere. I'm saying that like everyone's going to be wearing these things, but whatever. The dude one is cheaper. What is this game, guys? What are we playing here? Okay, all right. It's Barbie's Funhouse. That's what we're playing. The guy's is cheaper by 1,000 pearls. Same stuff, but that's because he doesn't have 3 bikinis. He's got some swim trunks and a divey suit, and then here's his El Pento with his man flops there. So great. You can buy those individually as well, and that's literally all the changes to the Pearl Shop is to put your character in a bikini. So if you're waiting on that, your time is now. Jump on that Pearl Shop, I guess. That's going to be it for this recap video, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you want to catch this. We do it each week. We got podcasts coming out. Just dropped one last night. Kind of late, so you haven't had a chance to check that one out. I also had a question there for requests for videos for you guys on the podcast video. So if you have like a video or something, or an idea, or something you want me to talk about, or just get my thoughts on, then just let me know. Like this video, enjoyed it. That's going to be it for this week. Everybody take care, and thanks for watching.